Welcome to this 8-video training series where we show you how to start and scale a short form content agency. In this video in particular, we're going to be going over the topic of understanding the short form content business model. So please do consider subscribing and make sure you check out the other 8 videos that we're going to go ahead and upload. With that said, let's get into the training.
Hey guys, I hope you are doing well. So as we mentioned, this is the first video in 8 videos going over how to start and scale a short form content agency to $10,000 or more in 30 days or less. So to give you guys some context as to what are the videos going to be like, the first video is understanding the business model. That's for this video that you're watching. The next video, we're going to go ahead and talk about how to craft an irresistible offer. Third video, we're going to show you exactly how to optimize your profile to ensure that you get the highest response rate possible. Fourth video, we're going to show you 3 methods of actually finding leads. And then the 5th video, we're going to show you how you're able to send out 100 DMs a day now that you've identified 3 methods of actually prospecting. And then video number 6, we're going to actually go ahead and show you how to onboard clients once they have agreed to work with you. Video number 7, we're going to show you how to outsource your delivery services, how to deliver the services, but also how to outsource them. That way you're not editing these videos yourself. You have a team that's doing it and you're focusing more on sales calls and building SOPs within your business, which leads us to the last video, which is video number 8, and we're going to show you how to go ahead and use systems to scale your business. So I'm super excited about this. If you enjoy this video, make sure you subscribe so you can check out the other 7 videos that we will be uploading to this channel. So with that said, let's go ahead and get right into it. Understanding the business model. So SFC, which is short form content agency, is an agency that offers short clip editing for content creators and businesses. Your role here is to take long form content such as YouTube videos and podcast videos and chop them down into shorter clips, oftentimes with subtitles. Okay, so that's literally what short form content is. Okay, you're taking longer videos. In most cases, you're taking longer videos. There'll be some cases where people will record the actual short videos, and then all you have to do is edit them. But nonetheless, to encapsulate everything, what you're essentially doing is you're taking videos and you're editing them for short form content. Okay, so let me give you an example of how I do this. Now, before actually we do that, I want to tell you guys, so I don't have a short form content agency, okay? But I'm very qualified to talk about this because I have a team of 6 video editors and graphic designers that actually do this stuff for me. So although I don't have an agency that does short form content, I have an internal team that does this. So technically you can think of them as a short form content agency. Nonetheless, the only reason I have it in-house is because I know how to run an agency and I know how to hire and I know how to manage people and I know how to delegate. Therefore, it makes sense for me to do this in-house as opposed to hire an agency. So with that said, I'm going to give you guys some examples of how my own team internally does it. That way you can get an idea of how this looks like at a bigger scope. So first of all, here's the first video. So this is a 9-minute video. It's called The Anatomy of the Perfect UGC. And I recorded this video and I gave it to my team and they went ahead and chopped it down into shorter videos. So imagine if I was a client, this is something that you would do for them.
Hey, real quick, I hope you're enjoying that video. I just want to take a second to go ahead and invite you to join our free Skool community. As a member of our free Skool community, you not will only get access to in-depth free training courses, but you're also going to be in a community of agency owners and get access to all the downloadable material that I personally use at the agency. Furthermore, we have weekly Q&A calls where you can hop on a call with me and ask me any questions you may have. So go ahead, join that by clicking the link in the description. But with that said, let's get back to the video.
Let's go ahead and actually take a look at this video. So as you can see here, this is a video I recorded 6 months ago. I still remember this Airbnb. I was still in Egypt at the time. But nonetheless, you see here, this is the video, and I basically recorded this video and I gave the video to my editors. We have one editor that edits these videos for YouTube, and then we have a team of short form content that edits the short form content videos. So nonetheless, as you can see here, there's about 8 tips that we give people on how to start on the perfect UGC content. So what my team did is they went ahead and, aside from editing the videos, they went ahead and actually edited these into short clips. So as you can see here, this is a screenshot from my Instagram. It was broken down into actually 8 clips, but here I just took a screenshot of 6. Let me show you what that looks like in real time. So if we go ahead and take a look at my profile, you will see here that this right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These clips are from this exact video. All right. So this is a perfect example of what you would be doing, right? You would find someone who, like myself, is records YouTube videos, and you would go ahead and pitch the idea that, look, we can go ahead and take this content and break it down into short clips that we can not only upload on Instagram, Shorts, as well as TikTok, but really anywhere, right? So as you can see here, this is a perfect example of a video about 9 minutes long, where my team went ahead and chopped it down into shorter. So let's actually take a look at this. If you see here, they add subtitles, they add emojis. It's cropped in properly, right? So when you upload it to Instagram, it's cropped properly. So this is a perfect example of the first video. Okay, now let's take a look at another example. Okay, here's example number 2 of another video, which is much longer. So this is a 20-minute video, and in this video I was talking about how to hire a contractor, given 3 methods, and again my team went ahead and broke this down into multiple clips. So if we take a look at that video, that's this video right here, 20-minute long video, and what my team went ahead and did is they broke this down into shorter clips as well as edited them. So if we take a look, you will see here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So essentially what they did is they took the most important parts of the video that I'm talking about. In this case, I'm talking about different ways to hire contractors, and they went ahead and broke that down into those important viral pieces, if you will, right? So for example, in this clip, I was talking about how to use onlinejobs.ph to find contractors, which is actually how we're going to show you to outsource this. There's going to be a video talking about how to outsource this. So make sure you subscribe to this channel, because we're going to show you how to do that for your short form content agency to where you're not having to do the service delivery yourself. And then here we're talking about Fiverr, right? How to use Fiverr. Here we're talking about Facebook groups, right? So they went ahead and they chopped this down into shorter content, right? Short form content, wherein I can then go ahead and use that on across different platforms such as TikTok, Reels, Twitter, and Instagram. And now here's another example of a podcast. So if you guys don't know, I have a podcast. We haven't recorded a few episodes since I came back to the US, but nonetheless, we have a podcast, right? And essentially here, the reason I'm going to show you guys this example is because, as you guys will see in the video where we talk about how to go ahead and what services to offer, not only can you go ahead and do short form content, but you can do what I like to call mid form content. Okay, and this is kind of like the JRE style video. This is what we have here, JRE style strategy. So essentially what this is you go ahead and you take a long form podcast, okay, and within this long form podcast, there's many, 10-minute, 5-minute, 14-minute clips that are going to be very important, right? Clips that are like very relevant to what's going on in the world right now. And essentially what Joe Rogan does is he takes this 2-hour long podcast. His team will go ahead and edit, a 15-minute clip where they're talking about relevant things that are happening in the world, and then they'll go ahead and upload that to YouTube as well. So now we went ahead and we uploaded the long form content. We broke it down to mid-form content, anywhere between 5 to 20 minutes long. And then from there, you're going to go ahead and edit short-form content, okay? And that's exactly the strategy that we're doing with the podcast here, guys. And really also with our weekly calls that we have in our Skool community, where I do, a 1 hour or a 2 hour call. And then, once we do this call, we go ahead and chop down the videos, like the 5 to 10 minute videos that, are meaningful that we can then post as actual videos on YouTube. So let's take a look at this. All right. So here is a podcast episode I did with my friend Jordan Bezuzzi. And as you can see here, this is a 46-minute clip. So what my team went ahead and did is they took this 46-minute video and broke it into 6 clips, around 5 to 10 minutes each, and on these topics that are viral or frequently searched. So let's actually take a look at what this looks like. All right, let's go here. Let's go to the channel, and I will show you here. We will go ahead and look at podcasts, and let's see. Let's take a look at this. So as you can see here, this is the full podcast episode. And from that, we went ahead and cut down multiple clips. So over here, we have a 3-minute video, in-house versus agency versus freelancer, which is better. So in this part of the clip, I was asking Jordan about, what do you think would be better, right? Like if people listen to this podcast, is it going to be in-house? Is it going to be hiring an agency? Is it going to be a freelancer? So there's a lot of people searching for this clip, right? Although we only got 9 views, we don't have many subscribers, but nonetheless, people are searching for these topics. So what we went ahead and did is we chopped this down into a clip of its own, which again, what we call mid-form content. Here we have, I was asking Jordan about his agency, his team structure, right? So he was talking about his team structure. So we made that a video of itself. Here we were talking about one thing that D2C brands can do to avoid failure, We cut that into a clip. Here we talked about how to find contractors for an agency, how to attract top talent. And then here we were talking about day in the life of SMA owner, where I was like, give us an idea of what your day looks like. And again, we went ahead and chopped that into multiple videos. So this right here, guys, is I call it JRE strategy, which again, we're taking long form content, breaking it down into short form content, and then from that, guys, what we're doing is we're breaking it down into, from mid form then to short form. So now let me show you how we took this 46-minute clip and broke it down into multiple reels, about 15 reels. If you take a look here, this is a screenshot of the Instagram, but I'll go ahead and show you in real time. So if we actually go to our podcast Instagram, we will see this in real time. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look. So you see here, from right here, we have 1 clip, 2 clip, 3 clip, 4 clips, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Look at that, guys, right? Imagine how valuable this is for a business. You're already recording a video and you need to, put this video out on more platforms to achieve omnipresence, which is what we're going to talk about when we actually talk about crafting the offer. So this is an overview, guys, of an example of how you can do this for a podcast or even for interviews or longer form videos. Okay, it's called the JRE strategy. And again, we're just taking long form content, breaking it down into mid form content, and then breaking it down into short form content. Now, let's talk about why people would pay for this. Okay, so why would people pay for short form content? Well, with the rise of TikTok, Shorts, and Reels, if content creators are not leveraging short form content, they are missing out on what is one of the best ways to actually build their brand. The more people realize this, the demand is needed for short form content. And I just want to say, avoid anyone that tells you that short form content agencies are dead. It's either they are lying to you or they don't know what they're talking about. TikTok, Reels, Shorts are not going away, and more creators and businesses are only going to jump on the short form content train. So again, anyone that tells you that short form content is dead, they don't know what they're talking about. And the reason people pay for this is because if you are trying to build your brand, which is something that every single business, every single creator, every single agency should be doing if they want to be relevant in the long term. If you care about building your brand, you need to actually create short form content, okay? With TikTok, with Shorts, with Reels, these platforms are not going nowhere. And it's really important that people hop on this. So over time, more people are actually going to start doing this. You guys, you don't understand, I did not want to create content online. I hated creating content. But, it's something that you have to do because it's important for your business. So this is why people pay for it, quite frankly, because it's really important. I think we're going to get into a time where if people don't have content about their business online, then it's very much that they're going to be out of business. Because, very similar to how people look at reviews, people now look at content to see what is your business about. I know I do. Before I buy anything, I look at, what kind of content these people have just so I can learn more about the business. And the more content they have, the better they are going to be at selling me versus not having any content at all. So that is why people pay for short form content. Now let's talk about why people hire a short form content agency versus in-house short form content team. So we just established that, people pay for short form content, but why would they hire you as an agency versus a team like the one I have in-house? So for the same reason why brands hire agencies to handle their marketing, the same goes for short form content. Businesses want to focus on their business rather than scouting and micromanaging an extra department or team of video editors. That's, literally the best answer that I can give you, okay? And it's logic. It makes sense. I have an agency. Why do people hire our agency? The reason they hire our agency is because they don't want to deal with the marketing themselves. They don't want to hire an in-house team where they have to manage everything. They want someone to do their marketing, do a good job at it, and they want it to be out of the way. So the same exact idea is applicable to short form content agency. Now, I hired a team, right? I have an internal team because, if we're talking about short form content and then we're talking about marketing agency, right? Two different businesses, but the fundamental is the same. I don't edit the videos myself. So the fact that I know how to run an agency was very easy for me to create a short form content team. So the idea is that the reason I have a team is because all I got to do is find people to edit the videos and then put them into our system that we're already doing for the agency, right? So the reason I did it is because I know how to hire, I know how to delegate, I know how to like manage all of these, I know how to build systems and processes around all of this, which is exactly why I'm making this series of videos for you guys. So nonetheless, most businesses, they don't know that, right? Most businesses, they don't know that. They don't know how to, put an SOP together for their editing team. They don't know where to look to when they hire. They don't want to deal with all of that. They just want to pay someone to go ahead, give them the video. I record the video, you take it, and you create it and edit it and do all that stuff. So that's why people would rather hire an agency, you, versus a in-house team of video editors. Now I want to go ahead and talk about the videos. The next video you're going to watch. This video was really, like I said, just to understand the business model, understand exactly what short form content agency is, and basically just get a general idea, because we know short form content is editing, but we don't really understand it in detail. So hopefully that made sense to you. Next, we're going to go ahead and talk about how to craft an irresistible offer. So hope you guys found this video beneficial. Make sure you go ahead and watch the next video, because we're going to talk about how to craft an irresistible offer.